Hi guys, welcome back to ASL. We have a lot of science to cover today, so we're just going to jump right into it. Today's topic is birthday. So first let's learn the sign for birthday. Birthday. So you're going to have a 5 hand shape, and then your middle finger is going to go down, and you touch your chin and then your chest. Birthday. So of course on someone's birthday, you're going to wish them a happy birthday. So this is the sign for happy. Your hands are like this, and then you just go up on your chest. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to me, or whoever it is their birthday. Happy birthday. On your birthday, you probably would like a birthday cake. So this is a sign for cake. Cake. My non-dominant hand is this one, the one that's just flat. It's like the plate, and then this is the cake. Cake. So you could say birthday cake. You can combine those two signs. Birthday cake. Or just a regular cake for any other day of the year. On a birthday cake though, you would have candles. This is a sign for candle. So your dominant hand is the one that has the 5 and the fingers are wiggling, and this kind of represents the candle itself, and this is like the flame of the candle. Candle. Next is a sign for party. So there are 2 signs for party. The one that I typically use and that I see used most often is like this. It's 2 P hand shapes. You go like this. Party. The other option is Y hand shapes that go like this. Both are correct. There's not one that's right and one that's wrong. There's just 2 variations of this sign. So you would say birthday party or birthday party. Either is correct. Next up we have balloons. So your facial expressions are really important with ASL, as you're going to see throughout this class, and this is really one of the first ones where you're really using your face and your mouth. So it's like you're blowing up a balloon. You kind of puff up your cheeks, balloon. And your hand, your dominant hand, to be closer to your mouth, and it goes like this. It is showing that the balloon is blowing up. Balloon. So let's go through this again. We have happy, birthday, cake, candle, and balloon. And party option 1, and party option 2. All right, next we're going to learn numbers 1 through 31. And this is our first time doing numbers, so we're gonna go through it nice and slow, and you're gonna do great. I believe in you. So put your hands up, and we're gonna go through the numbers. So first up, we have 1. Pretty easy. What's really important though is that you have your palm facing yourself. This I'm going to say probably a million times throughout this class. It's one of the things I have to remind students of the most is with numbers, you have to have your hand palm facing you. For certain numbers, it does get tricky. But for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, palm is facing me or you. It's palm facing yourself. 1, 2, 3. This is a little bit different. A lot of times people growing up, if you're signing the number 3 or you're just like doing it as like a little kid, a lot of people do it like this, but it's actually this for ASL. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Wow, you already know 5 of the numbers. Only 25 more to go, or 26 because we're on a 31. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then for 6, 7, 8, 9, we flip and we go this way. 6, 7, 8, 9. So that looks pretty easy. You just go 6 is your pinky on your thumb. 7, ring finger on your thumb. 8 is your middle finger on your thumb. And 9 is your pointer finger on your thumb. That's really important to make sure that you don't go the opposite way. You start here, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's go through 1 through 9. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we flip, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is 10. It's like a thumbs up and you shake it. 10. So I know 1 through 10. Again, really important, 1 through 5 is palm facing you. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is not. If you remember that, you'll be golden. Okay, let's move on. We have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm gonna go back over that, don't freak out. But we have, for those, it is palm facing in again. So 1 through 5 is palm facing in, and 11 through 15 is palm facing in. If you think about it, it's like the same set of numbers. 11 is 1 and 1, 12 is 1 and 2, 13 is 1 and 3, 14, 1 and 4, 15, 1 and 5. So those are all combinations of those 1 through 5, so it's palm in. Does that help you at all? I feel like that's kind of helpful. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are this way, and then 11 is you flicking a 1 up in the air, 11. 12, same thing, but you're flicking a 2, and it's kind of flicking off your thumb. So 11, 12, 13, you take a 3 and you pull it towards yourself. These two fingers come towards you. 13, same thing for 14 with a 4, 14, and 15. Okay, let's go through 1 through 15. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we flip, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good job. Now 16 through 19 is super easy, you're gonna love these. So this was 6, right? For 16, you just shake it. Da, da. 17, same thing, you just shake a 7. 18, you shake an 8. And 19, you shake a 9. So you go 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20. 20. So let's do 1 through 20. You're gonna get a lot of workout with your hand today because we're doing all these numbers over and over and over. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flip, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, only 11 more to go. We can do this. But the 20s, I will warn you, are really tricky. Okay, so we're gonna go through them nice and slow. So we have 20. Da, da. Basically, it's gonna be a combination of this and the second number, but for some of them, it's just a little bit adapted so it's easier to sign. So for example, if you did 21, they kind of make a little shortcut, which is this. So you just are moving your thumb, okay? So we have 20, 21, and then for 22, it's actually like this, da, da. So you go 2, 2, 2, 2. For 23, if you imagine doing 20 and then 3, we're just gonna shake our middle finger for that. It's kind of like a little shortcut again. All right, let's do this again. I know the 20s, there's really not a lot of rhyme or reason for them. You just kind of have to memorize how to do it. So 20, 21, 22, 23, and then 24. So that's an easy one. You do the 20 handshake, then you go in 4. 24, 25, you shake your middle finger. 25, okay? So do this again. We have 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. Then the next few are definitely a lot easier than the first 5. So we have 26, 27, 28, and 29. So you just do the 20 handshake, which is this, and you go into the second number. So 26, 27, 28, 29, and then for 30, you just do 3, 0, 3, 0. Now, I don't know about you, but I can feel my forearms are on fire doing this, and I sign all day, every day. And it just is one of those things where, like, when you're doing this a lot, you're gonna feel it in your muscles, so that's why we always stretch. Let's go through the 20s again. We have 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 is 3, 0, and then 31 is 3, 1. That's all the numbers we're gonna learn today is 1 through 31, so you can make sure that you can master that. So let's go through now the whole thing, 1 through 31, nice and slow. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are all palm in. Then we flip. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Palm in again. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. You did it! Similar to the alphabet, it's not going to necessarily click right away. You're really just going to have to practice. The more that you go through 1 through 31, it'll seem like riding a bike. Once you get it, it'll be easy, but the getting it part sometimes is hard. So you just have to practice. All right, so now that you know 1 through 31, you're able to say your age and your birthday. Let's start with your age. This is how you say, how old are you? How old are you? This is one of our WH questions because it doesn't start with a W, it starts with an H, so it is how old. It's basically how. How old are you? How old are you? Now our eyebrows are down because it's a WH question. How old are you? This is really a sign for old, and I just sign it twice. Old you, which means how old are you? Old you. My eyebrows are down, so you know I'm asking you a question. How old are you? And then to respond, you touch your chin and then you say the number. So for example, if you are 16, you touch your chin and your hand is already in the 6th position and then you do the sign. 16, 16. If you are 11, you touch your chin and you do 11, 11. If you are 1, 2, 3, 4, you notice all of those, I'm just touching my pointer finger on my chin and just going out with the sign. 6, 7, 8. For 9 is the only one you'd use your middle finger. 9. If you're 10, touch your pointer finger and then go into it. 10. Touch 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Again, have to touch your middle finger because your pointer finger is down here. 20. If you're saying a normal number, like, oh, there were 4 dogs there, I have 7 sisters, I ate 5 cakes, you would just use the number. But if it's an age, you have to touch your chin first and then do it. Now something you might have also noticed is that whenever you sign the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, of course they are supposed to be palm in, except for whenever you do an age, it's kind of awkward to say 1, 2, 3. It's easier just to go off like this. So that's what you do. I'm 1, I'm 2, oh, there are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You keep those palm in. I don't know why, I know it's a little bit confusing, but for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you're allowed to do it palm out for that. Now just like English grammar and English vocabulary, there are certain things where people who are new to the language are confused. They're like, why is this way in this situation, but in this situation, it's not done this way. There are certain things like that where people are like, why is this pronounced this way in this word, but in this word, it's pronounced totally different, even though it's the same little combination of letters in the middle kind of thing. For example, cause and then because. You don't say because, you say because. So isn't that kind of interesting? It's very similar in ASL. There are certain things where I'll tell you, oh, you always have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is palm in, but then there is an exception, which is for if you're saying the age 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, off your chin, it's palm out. So there are certain things where it's like a little bit confusing, a little bit tricky, but that is just kind of how it is and you just have to go with it. So again, we have how old are you? Old you. And you could say I am 14, I am 17, whatever it is, you just touch your chin with your pointer finger and then go into the sign. Or if your pointer finger isn't available because it's doing a 9-hand shape, you can use your middle finger. The only other exception is like for 10, you wouldn't use your thumb. You start with your pointer finger, then you go into 10, 10, 10, 10. So yeah, that's how you sign your age. So go ahead and whatever your age is, make sure that you master signing it. Then next we want to be able to say your birthday. So for that you would say my birthday, and then you're just going to finger spell the month and then do the number. So for the months, you can just sign the abbreviation. You don't have to sign the full thing. So for example, January, just J-A-N. February would be F-E-B. March doesn't have an abbreviation, so you have to do the full M-A-R-C-H. Same for April, A-P-R-I-L. May, June doesn't have an abbreviation. July doesn't have an abbreviation because it's short already. August does, you just do A-U-G. September does, S-E-P-T. October, O-C-T. November, N-O-V. December, DEC. That's all the months. So if it has an abbreviation, you can just fingerspell the abbreviation. If it doesn't, we have to sign the full word. But then you just do fingerspell that month and then do the number. So for example, my birthday is August 23rd. So I would do AUG 23rd. Maybe your birthday is May 5th. MAY 5th. Maybe your birthday is December 31st. DEC 31st. Alright guys, that's it for this lesson. Some things you can do to practice, of course, is to sign your age, your birthday, but also you can write down all your family members' birthdays and go through and just practice signing those. But that's it for this lesson. I will see you guys in the next one.